everyone, the 2020 Tour Series discs are here, and this will be the first of multiple videos going over the different molds. Now, the plastic used is a swirly Z, and to me feels very stiff when compared to the regular Z. Before I got my hands on them, I had been hearing that they were flying a bit more overstable than their Z counterparts, so let's go ahead and see if that is the case. Now, if you haven't already, please also subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Doing so lets me know that you guys want to see more of this kind of content. So when looking at the profiles, I have to say for the drivers like the Undertaker and Stalker, they were actually a lot flatter than, say, the CryZtal or Elite Z or Titanium counterparts. But when it comes to the Meteor, it actually did still have a little bit of a slight dome like the ESP had, but just like the other Tour Series, it was really stiff, felt wonderful in the hand. So first, let's go ahead and take a look at the Missy Gannon Undertaker, and I have to say it is definitely a tick up in stability than a regular Z, and a lot more overstable than compared to a Titanium. Titanium, in my opinion, is one of the more understable of Undertakers, Z being a little bit more on the overstable side, and this Tour Series just kind of knocks out of the park. I was throwing them on the course in about 15-20 mile an hour headwinds, and it was still hyzering out, versus the regular Z was actually flying fairly straight. So if you're a big arm and the regular Z is too straight or just barely flipping over on you, pick up one of these. It is absolutely incredible for bigger arms. As I'm going to say, big arms, rejoice with these Tour Series because this is just what a lot of you guys have been asking for. So let's go ahead and talk about my favorite of the Tour Series discs, and that is the Vaness Van Dyken Meteor. This is by far the straightest flying mid-range I have ever thrown. I can throw it on a slight hyzer to basically flat, and it will ride dead straight. Maybe just a little subtle turn, but it will finish absolutely straight. No harsh jump at the end. The ESP, I've heard that the ESP is also fairly overstable for a Meteor. I think the two are pretty comparable, but you can see from the shots that the Tour Series is just a tick more stable than the ESP. So if you like the ESP, but you want something that's going to hold up just slightly better in the wind, definitely take a look at the Tour Series Meteor. So now looking at the Hailey King Stalker, I actually tossed it against a regular stock Z, one of the new crystals that came out, and I have to say that backhand, at least with my noodle arm, they were all pretty similar. The Z was the straightest. It did still have a nice hyzer at the end, but the CryZtal and the Tour Series were very comparable. Both were about the same in terms of their flight. However, the Tour Series was always a little bit further. Now, in forehand is actually where I saw a more noticeable difference. With the Z and the CryZtal, I just could not put nearly as much force into them. The Z was actually getting the most flex out of it, but the Tour Series, I could almost throw that at full power on my forehand, and it would just get a nice, tiny little bit of flex to it, and it still hyzered out, even into a headwind. That thing is perfect. Go get yourself the Stalker. So, not to be outdone, the CryZtal Fierce was also released, and compared to the special blend, well, let's see, I think it has a little bit more glide. It's not as touchy, or at least in calm conditions, maybe in the wind, but in calm conditions, definitely not as touchy. It held the line better, and also it's in that really durable CryZtal plastic, so it's going to hold the flight characteristics for a long time, which is going to make a lot of people happy. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'll have another video out hopefully in the near future. As always, thank you to Discraft, thank you to the community, and thank you to Riverside Pro Shop. You guys are awesome.